Welcome to Heart of the Lion. My name is Anthony Hart. Your song is the most important song to you in the universe. Your understanding is the most important to you in the universe. Today we're going to talk a little bit about comparison. Comparison can get in the way of whatever is allowing you to continue forward, to continue understanding, continue mastering, continue studying, learning, and putting your best effort forward in each moment where you're with your skill or whatever process you are learning and becoming better at, and even starting to share. If comparison somehow stifles you and stops you from being able to offer or continue your study of understanding what the art form is for you, then the comparison needs to really get thrown out the window. And comparison is often weaponized by others who don't want to see us succeed. That's another factor. And that's okay. It's normal human behavior. Not every human is going to be on board with what you're doing, but you being the most important person in your life and the skills that you're developing, being the cutting edge of what you're doing, you have to look after that. It is our responsibility to caretake that, to look after that. Because if we stop now, then we'll never continue forward and see how far we could go with it. And the weaponized thing of the comparison, people can say whatever they want. If your head doesn't grab onto it, if your heart doesn't grab onto it, if your emotions don't grab onto it, then it can't do anything to you. Even our own heads weaponize comparison against us. The only time it actually works is when we take it into ourselves and we allow it to be something that sits in our own head, in our own emotions, in our own heart, as if it's the only thing. There are millions of Olympic, or I don't know how many there are, but there's tons of Olympic swimmers, Olympic athletes that are so good at swimming. And then on top of that, there's amazing collegiate athletes that are just so powerful at swimming. And most of us will never come close to that height of swimming, to that height and the ability to stroke with that efficiency. Does that mean I shouldn't learn swimming? Just because I'll never reach that place? No, we should absolutely get better at swimming. We should pursue our goals and our passions and our dreams. There are people that have relationships that maybe will never be able to achieve relationships like they have. But does that mean that my relationships aren't important? No, absolutely not. My relationships are the paramount things in my life, just like my goals and my skills are the absolute paramount things. And we need to put all that effort and that focus into that instead of comparison to others. So understanding that comparison needs to be thrown out in certain situations, and that the focus on the most important thing for us is our skills, our goals, our relationships, our knowledge, our wisdom, our songs, our tones, our prayer. And really where it belongs is to us, that our achievements, our knowledge and our understandings is paramount over all the other people that are doing it, really, as far as it concerns the hierarchy of what's important to us in this life. Because I have to advance my knowledge. I have to advance my wisdom. And if I don't advance the wisdom, it doesn't matter if somebody else has achieved it. It does me no good that somebody else has achieved it. Yes, I can learn from it, but I can only learn from it if my mind is open to it. And my mind can only be open to it if I've advanced my skills, my learning, my wisdom, my mind, my knowledge. And so, but the spirituality is really at home inside of ourselves. We are our spirituality, our understanding, our knowledge, our wisdom, our what we're prepared to be able to offer to the world, our swimming, our carpentry, our computer skills. This is the forefront of our lives. And this is what's paramount, not necessarily what the greatest in the world have achieved. And that doesn't mean that you shouldn't maybe look to those as examples and learn from them and be open to them. But that's not what's paramount for us in our lives. For us in our lives, what's paramount is our work, our songs. And so I would offer you that your song is the most important song that you sing. Your knowledge is the most important knowledge that you share, because it's something that you've truly won through your work and through your toil, and it's truly something that you have to share. There may be somebody on the other side of the planet and they have way more than you. But when the rubber meets the road and your neighbor's in trouble, or your children are in trouble, or your relationships are in trouble, you're not going to be able to get the person from across the world to be able to solve those problems. You have to be able to sit there and offer what you can offer to the solution. And that's based on what you can do, what we are able to enact for ourselves, where our knowledge has grown to. That's the most important. Not some other, not comparing to another. What we can achieve and offer for ourselves, to our communities, to the people around us. The most important song is your song. The most important knowledge is the knowledge that you can retain, the knowledge that you have, that you have command of. The most important wisdom is the wisdom you have command of. And it doesn't matter that the other person is doing it, because if you can't do it, then you can't share it with your community. And so being able to understand that in the hierarchy of our hearts, our minds, and our spirits, taking command over our own knowledge, our own wisdom, understanding that what we have to bring to bear is powerful and beautiful, and that we've worked for it, and that that is paramount over what anybody else can offer, because even though they can offer it, I can't transcribe what they can offer out of myself, and I have to be able to take command of what I can offer out of myself. And you have to keep continuing to learn and to progress and to become better and better and better and better. So I wish you guys all the best. God bless you all, and we'll see you in the next video.